Yo guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's gonna what shall I say? Today's transfer news is heavily on Chelsea, and I'm very quite disheartened with the news is. But let's go on with the first news. I'm not disheartened with this news. This news is actually I don't care. Marcus Bertatelli, who was our oldest player in this squad, who was 33, who we didn't even play that much, has signed his 1-year deal as a new Manchester City goalkeeper, joining from Chelsea. So Coolio, who cares? Next up we have is the big one. So first I'm gonna go with the Gittins, and then I'm gonna talk about Maignan. Gittins, for example, what has happened is we first proposed a 50 million euros deal. No, first we proposed 35 million euros. That got rejected. Today we proposed 50 million. That got rejected as well. All the bids Chelsea are giving to Dortmund, they are rejecting it. But negotiations will continue beyond the Club World Cup as Chelsea want this move and the player wants it as well. And he has agreed on a contract until June 2032. He's 20-year-old. He's a winger. He looks promising, but should we spend 50, 60, 70 million, maybe we'll spend, on a winger that we don't need? We got Mudrik. Sorry, his name I think so. We got Palmer. We got Neto. We got good wingers. We got Madueke. And if you want to talk about young, all of them are young. All of them are 20, 30. If we were going for a winger who's a bit more experienced, I get it. And also, I heard we are also want to get Garnacho. I'd rather say get one. Get Garnacho or get Gittins. And then I hear that we were after goalkeeper Maignan. And I was gassed. I was like, okay, come on, let's go. We sent 15 mil, then we said 18 mil, but they want like 25 or 30 mil. And we're saying, no, deal off. We're not doing it. It's too much money, blah, blah, blah. It's just, I scratch my head. You're spending 60 million on a Gittins who's not that proven in the Premier League, who hasn't played that well. We've got wingers. We don't need wingers. That problem is sorted. One or two, maybe if we get Garnacho for a cheaper price. We could get Garnacho for a cheaper price as well. Maybe he will be better than just forcing on Gittins. But I think that we have a real issue. Goalkeeper and striker is what we need. If we get a striker like Osimhen, perfect. And if we did get Maignan, it could be great because I personally think Maignan is a very good goalkeeper. I could be wrong if he comes to Chelsea. Maybe he flops. But personally, and plus we need some experience. I've been saying that for a long time. You cannot go on with the young team for a long time. We saw that this season. We dropped. Why? The team is inexperienced. Injuries. If we have few experienced players, they can bring their own energy and motivation to the team in order to go up. But I get what the business model is. Get young players, keep them for a year or two, and then you can sell them for quite a lot of money, or you can sell them. That's the thing the Chelsea model goes on for. And then that's why it's more money over actual getting someone that actually matters. And that is where I am. We should now. We have a lot. We have the youngest squad in the Premier League. What do you want to have the youngest squad in bloody all leagues or something? Or what is the? Maybe we have the youngest squad in the world. I don't even know. But it's ridiculous. Why did we reject Maignan, but we still are going to spend way more money for a player we do not really need? And then we need a striker and a goalkeeper. And I said we need a left winger or someone would be good, but for not a lot of money. Now, not 70, 80 million is a ridiculous spending for someone right now. When we need to gather all of that money and try to spend it on a striker, maybe for 40 million, 30 million. I think Garnacho will be perfect. I think he's not even that expensive. Get Garnacho. And I heard Kingsley Coman apparently wants to leave. So get Kingsley Coman. You've got two left wingers there. Perfect. Done and dusted. You already got Neto. You already got Madueke on the right wing. They sometimes play on the left as well. Madueke can play left and Neto can play right. We've played it like that. So maybe only one, maybe. Only Garnacho, maybe. And then we got young I've seen centre attacking midfielders and wingers like Chukwemeka and way others as well. So we don't need it that much. We don't need more younger players. It's not like we have a crisis of young players. The crisis we have is a goalkeeper and a striker. So I don't know why we did not go for Maignan. We cannot spend 25 million, but we can overspend. Obviously, Gitten's deal is now off as well, because of we couldn't do it. But they said after the World Cup, they are gonna go in for him again. So I don't know. In my personal opinion, I don't know. But at the same time, I said this last year and this year we started performing, but we did see a drop off. As a Chelsea fan, I cannot ignore that. As a real Chelsea fan, I cannot ignore that. I will be there when we're doing good, but when I see weaknesses, I will talk about those weaknesses. I'm not going to be a fan who's just going to be like, oh, Chelsea, blah, blah, blah. No, when I see the weaknesses, I see the weaknesses, and I will talk about the weaknesses. So I personally think Chelsea should invest in a goalkeeper, striker, maybe a left winger, and obviously, if we sell Nkunku, all of these guys, if we sell Nkunku, Mudryk, all of these people that we don't need, then yeah, get a winger, maybe get another attacking mid, maybe just strengthen the bench, strengthen the team a little bit, maybe get some more experienced players. As I said, if Coleman is for sale, I personally think that will be a good deal, in my humble personal opinion. If we can get him for cheap as well, like 30 million, 20 million, even 40 million. Perfect. And Maignan, I do get it why they're trying to get cheaper, because he does only have a year left on his contract. But hopefully, I hope after the World Cup, we go again for him as well, at least 20 million or 21 million after this Club World Cup. But let's see what happens. Or maybe next year, when his contract is out of date, then we will get him as a free transfer. I don't care, but let's see what happens. I don't know what's going on. I do expect more action from Chelsea after this Club World Cup. Hopefully, I can see more, because I see Man City and my God, what they doing is madness. Then I see Liverpool; they're doing decent as well. Liverpool, obviously, they've got a whole thingy. They don't even have the Club World Cup coming up. Then I see Arsenal; they've been doing good as well. Zubimendi. Then I think they're trying to get Sesko in as well. If both of these deals look like they're going to be finalized as well, so very good on the market, because we need to be like, the reason I'm comparing with these teams is that this is the teams we're trying to compete with. We want to be right in the mix. We want to come on and be right in the mix. We need a top four. And even Newcastle, Aston Villa teams, I think they're going to start as well. They're not starting right now because they don't need to. They're not in the Club World Cup. We are, and Man City are. That's why Man City was going full blown, and that's why we should have. But we didn't get anyone. We only have Dilla. But I don't care about this. I'm not even interested in this. If we win, we win. If we don't win, we don't win. I don't care that much about this World Cup. It's useless. I'm more interested in how we perform in next year Premier League and everything. So let's see what happens. But that was today's video. I know it was more of a rant, but that's what I think. But see you in the next one. And peace. I want my nan.